Okay, I had a lot going on in the past week. None of it too serious, but just a lot. Let's see. Wells Fargo took what money I had out of my Way to Save account with these little niddly fees that weren't supposed to be there. I was never notified of any fees that were going to be charged, and I only got the account back when it was Wachovia because there were no fees associated with it. So any of my friends who think they have a Way to Save account that's making them money, make sure that you're actually making money and not losing money to fees, because depending on the amount of money you earn in a month, you may or may not be losing like $5 a month. Yeah, what literature I did see said they weren't even going to start charging those fees until August. So, yeah, they took my money. I went and I closed my accounts, what ones I had left with them. I said, fuck this. But trying to figure out how to file a report. Let's see, what else have I had going on? Other than that, most of my recent experiences have been not negative. I got a clothes rack recently, which is behind me and to my right, which you can't see in the video. But it is for hanging things on, so I now have a place to hang my suit and my coat once I get it down from where I put it. I should actually do that when I finish this video. And dress shirts, which will wrinkle less because I have them hanged up now once I get them cleaned, because they're still dirty. I changed my bed sheet recently because I noticed it was dirty. It was worse than I thought it was. Let's say it's supposed to be white, and, well, it's in the dryer now. What else have I got going on? I mean, I went shopping. Oh yeah, I also got a shoe holder while I was at Walmart with my mother doing my shopping. So I attached that to my rack for now because it can go there. And now my shoes aren't all over the floor. I brought in Jesse's cart and I've put my magic cards on it. So now they're finally in a place where I can meddle with them constantly. Probably more than I should. What else have I got going on? I've been up a lot at night recently, which is one of the problems I've been having because my schedule has been thrown off because my mother wanted me to play a game online with my younger brother. So I keep meaning to apply for jobs since this weekend, and I haven't gotten around to it because I keep being messed up and my body needs to adjust. So I'm just... What else have I got going on? We went out today. I went to the bank and I deposited some money. This is my new bank, my different bank, the one that I made an account with sometime last year. And I deposited some money I had. My mother gave me money to pay for food a couple of times, and I either had some left or the money wasn't enough, so I ended up using my credit card, and I'm going to use this money to put it toward my credit card to help pay that down. But, yeah, I chose to keep my credit card with Wells Fargo because I need it. I might be able to get a credit card with somebody else. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I will. Take my business elsewhere. Steal my $15. Yeah. Stupid fees. Nah. Yeah, they charge you for holding your money. I'm a little bitter. Not even an overdraft, just a fee. Okay. Focus. My week. we went to McCall's this evening because my mother wanted to go out to eat, and I was like, I just ate, but I can go to keep you company. But then she wanted me to get something to eat while I was there, and I ended up getting a dinner, and it may or may not have made me sick, but I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to eat the rest of it in a few minutes. Because I'm not going anywhere, so if I get sick, it's like, oh, who cares? Then I just had a lot going on. Oh yeah, after that we went to Food Lion, and it was raining so hard when we got there that it, she considered not even going in. We ended up, I went in, I took an umbrella that we had. We almost got hit 3 times in the parking lot. I had to blow the horn. I was in the passenger seat. I had to reach over and blow the horn so somebody didn't back into us. Stupid blind people. My mother, I told her to beep the horn because there was somebody backing into us. And she said, nah, because there was a car in front of us that we were waiting on. She didn't understand the situation. So, like most of the time when I say beep your horn, you're supposed to beep your horn right away. It's not just being rude. Because that's what the horn is for, to make people stop and pay attention. Because they don't do that when they can't. Whatever. Anyway, the rain was terrible. It was awful how much rain there was. It was like a gray sheet in the world. I don't think I've seen that much water falling on the car since we were in a car wash when I was younger. It's been a long time. Anyway, we finally made it home. I kept saying, let me drive. My mother kept saying, I can't see. Can you see? I'd say, yes, let me drive. And she'd say, no, because you're inexperienced and will wreck the car. Is anybody coming? Yes, don't go yet. We made it home eventually. And then when we got home, once the rain finally let up and stopped, I went out front because she said, hey, the rain has washed away a lot of the dirt that the men were putting on the road. For the past week, there have been people working on the road out front of this house, and it's been waking me up too, because their car backing up, that beep, 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 that sounds like my alarm clock. So, yeah, I'm using a different alarm clock here than I had in my apartment. That one was obnoxious. Anyway, my story. They've been working on this thing for a week, and I've been so looking forward to them being done with it, because it wakes me up, and it shakes the house too. There's bells on the door here, and when it shakes the house, the bells on the door ring. So it's shaking the house rather hard. So I've been looking forward to them being gone. Have I mentioned that yet? And now they're going to have to come back and redo like all of the work that they've done over the past week because the rain washed all of the dirt from the road away. Where they were filling something in and putting asphalt on top, the dirt they were filling it in with is gone. It's like this big 2-foot deep chasm in the road. Our neighbor looked at it and she said, I don't think I can even back out to go to work anymore because of the road. I said something about maybe you can get a piece of wood and stick it down. I don't know what to do. It's not my car, thankfully, but I could make something work so that she could get to work, but she didn't ask, and I kind of implicitly implied that I could fix something, but not 100% sure I could make something work with the materials we have on hand, which is the problem. But whatever. So we've got stuff. Yeah. I've been building stuff with my cards. I mentioned them earlier. And I've been having fun because I've gone back and I've looked at my stuff And I was telling another friend about this, and I think they were bored to tears, so I'm going to tell you too. I normally build with a particular format in mind, and I normally try to keep myself restricted to some kind of standard, and standard is the name of a format. It's the most recent 2 blocks and the most recent 2 core sets. At least that's what it is now. So I normally work with just that small group of cards, but recently I've decided screw that because I'm not actually getting to play with anyone all that much. So since I've broadened my horizon to more different kinds of things, I've been taking things piecemeal. Like, I wanted to make a deck using the old poison creatures, because poison was something Magic did. Anyway, I ended up making one, and I'm like, oh, these would go really well with the stuff, and they need help, so I put in some of the new poison creatures, and I ended up with this beautiful mishmash of things from all different points in the game's history, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is kind of awesome, because it's fun when you see that kind of deck that somebody's got, and it's like, you're using fallen empires and whatever else that's crazy, and you have deck cards from everywhere, and it's just fun and nuts because you don't get to see those things together as much, especially when they're only so-so and not really great, because the really good stuff gets found. But it's fun to see the different little synergies people can find, and so that's part of what I've been doing, is looking for all the little things that I can make work. But that's really about it. I don't have a lot going on. I applied for a lot of jobs last week. I've not been as on the ball this week because I've been so exhausted. Actually, I fell off the ball when the work on the road started, so maybe that's part of my problem, but I need to get on that this week. Be better about it. I've had a couple people, and I've got some job leads. None of them are good jobs. None of them are engineering jobs, but I have a couple leads. I might be able to get something because my mother knows somebody, and that's about as close as I've ever gotten. So I'm going to see what I can find, and I really, really hope that the sound has been recording this whole time because I don't want to have to re-record it.